I want to talk about time management, and not just time management, just some techniques you can use to improve your time management, because I think this is something that's really important whether you only have 30 minutes, like 1 hour, even like a week to practice, or whether you have like 4 hours a day every day to practice. Time management can help everybody, because if you don't have a lot of free time, then you have to maximize the free time that you do, and if you have tons of free time, well, you don't want to be wasting it. The most important thing for your time management is going to be getting a notebook. So my green screen is kind of throwing this off a bit, but yeah, a notebook. And the reason why you're going to need a notebook and a pencil is, yes, you can take notes on your phone or on your PC, but I think the most important thing for trying to fix time management, you have to reduce the amount of distractions you have. And when you sit down to play, you want to make that like your playing time. And the nice thing about a notebook is a notebook doesn't show you email notifications, doesn't give you messages, doesn't show you funny memes, there's no cats. So having a notebook is really good because it avoids distractions. So the first thing I want you to do, step 1, is you get a notebook. Step 2 is to write down a really basic schedule. All I want you to do is just generally write how much time you have in that week to play. And I want you to dedicate like a block of time to playing. So for example, in your notebook, you could say Monday 7 to 8, and then you pick 7 to 8, and then on Monday you have to commit to that. If you can't do that, then you're not ready to do time management. You have to at least sit down and play the game at the time you said you were going to play it for 1 week. The next thing I want you to remember about time management is step 3. You don't actually need to be sitting in front of the game to be practicing and learning. So if you have only a few hours a week, what I want you to do is anytime in your off time, whether you're like in the car, on the train, during when you're like commuting to work or to school, and use that to plan what you want to do during your on time. Try to use your off time to plan what you want to do when you're going to actually practice, because the worst thing is to sit down and practice and to not have an idea of what you want to practice. That's number 1, the easiest way to waste your time, and number 2, like the easiest way to kill whatever time you have if you're a person who doesn't have a lot of free time to play. So you should know exactly what you want to practice before you go into training mode. So that's my next tip. Know what you want to practice or what your goal is for your session when you sit down and play before you even start. So let's say this, okay? I open the game, I sit down to practice, I want to play Guile, I go into training mode, I just sat down, I only have 1 hour to play. If I'm thinking about what I want to do now to practice, then I've already screwed up. That's going to waste so much of my time. What I want to do is I want to know what I'm going to practice in training mode and for how long before I even do it. So let's say I only have 1 hour to play the game. What I'll do is I'll spend 10 to 15 minutes warming up with a certain combo. So let's say I'm trying to learn this combo here, the level 2. I'll spend 15 minutes doing this, and that's already in my notebook. Then when that 15 minutes over, I would move on to the next thing. I wrote down 15 minutes practice, then 20 minutes rank matches. So I'd go here, go into rank match, play my rank match. Then the next thing in my notebook says replay review. So instead of just grinding rank matches over and over again in that 1 hour, I'm going to watch my replay, do a review, take some notes on that. Then, let's say your 1 hour block ends and you're able to watch one review. What I would recommend is taking your replay and then recording it. If you're on Steam, you can just push like Shift Tab. You can take a clip. You can clip your play really easily. You can even send it to your phone after you've done the clip. So you can watch your replay. I'll show you how to do it right here. Here's an example. You go here into CFN, you go replays, you go my replays, you just choose yourself. You pick any replay you want. You would go here, you'd watch the replay. And if you're on Steam or if you have an NVIDIA card, you can record the screen. So you're gonna watch this. Okay, just to make life easy, just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna make it really fast. Let's assume that I finished getting to the end of that. Then you're gonna hit Shift Tab in Steam. You're gonna hit the clip button. Here I have an older clip here. You would send this. If you have the Steam app on your phone, you can just send it right to your phone. It'll get sent. You can download the video there. Then what you can do is you can watch it on the train, watch it when you're commuting, and then you can take notes and say what you did wrong in your match. Then you take the notes and then you think about it and you figure out ways to practice it on your off time when you're not sitting in front of the game. Think about things that you are bad at. Think about things you need to practice. Think about mistakes that you made in your replay. And then in your notebook, what you're going to do is you're going to write down how you want to practice those things the next time you sit down to play the game. Then next time you sit down, you know what you're going to be practicing. You're not wasting any time. You go right into training mode. You go right to the thing that you need to work on. For me, I guess it would be the Aki matchup. You go here, you load up Aki, and then right when your session starts, right when you're ready to play, you know exactly what you're going to do in training mode rather than just hopping in there, practicing combos for like 30 minutes, and then really not having a good idea of like what to do. So those are my tips for time management. Have a notebook. write down what you're going to do when you practice, have a general schedule of when you're going to play, stick to it, write down a basic training routine, how you're going to start, how long you're going to train, what you're going to do, and then follow it up. And then remember that you don't need to be sitting in front of the game to actually plan what you want to do and how you want to practice. If you're able to implement those things, it's going to make you so much better with your time management, and it's going to prevent you from wasting time and from just autopiloting and doing the same things. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something about time management. Let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.